Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we're back at it at part 6 with continuing the Aston Condo Hotels contract, the agreement. You need to understand what you're getting yourself into when you're buying pre-construction property, pre-construction condos, and then they turn them into condo hotels. What do you lose? What do you gain? That's what we're talking about, but we're going over the contract. So without further ado, no intro, no anything other than welcome. Stop struggling now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And with that, I'm going to go directly into it after the signature line. Let's get to it. Day. How long is the lease and when does it start? Now they're using the term lease, but I'm pretty sure this is the contract will be for 2 years and maybe extended for 2 more years. There's some questions, which once you see the contract, it may have the answers. I don't have the contract. I'm pretty sure it's not made yet because the 6 or 11 places I don't even think are built yet. But here's something you need to look out for. Are you locked in for those 2 years? Meaning, let's just say you have 0% return on your investment after 7, 8, 9, 10 months go by. Do you have to wait another year? What are the penalties if I want out early? Sometimes you have to pay 1 or 2 months of the average rate to get out, or 3. So if it's 0 for you, that's fine, but there may be a penalty. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure what happens if I want to get out because this is not working for me. Okay? And may be extended for 2 more years. So it looks like there's a 2 years with an option to extend 2 years with an option to extend 2 years. How far in advance can I request my unit to enter or exit the rental pool? 6 months in advance. I'll just shortcut it. At least 6 months in advance, you have to notify them if you want to get out or if you want to enter. So there is no I'm entering. Hey, it's December and I know it's high season, so I want to enter. No, you have to make that decision in June. All right, I'm just saying. So just keep that in mind. At least that's what they're saying here. This could change. 13, how do I request extra services for my apartment? When you are using your points redemption, cleaning services will have to be requested through the reception department. These services must be paid by the owner at the rate indicated in the rental pool services rates. We don't have that yet. Okay? Under no circumstances may these services be requested directly from department personnel. So whatever that is, I have stayed in places 25, 35, 45, 60, 75, 100. It all depends on what you're doing for your cleaning services. They are sometimes options. Now, options, I'll give you some like just get garbage only or turn down only. I mean, there's all kind of, but I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm just letting you know it could have several different options for you. How is my profit share paid? Earnings are paid monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly and are accompanied by a financial summary. This agreement will be made between developer, operator, and owners. There you go. 15. How do I know I am getting my share of the rental income, which is the biggest thing of all? Aston or Harper will prepare and distribute a bi-monthly rental report per agreement that will be sent to all owners. But again, there's no real way to know, right? You're just going to have to trust them, bro. 16. What is included in the furniture package? Is it mandatory? Of course it's mandatory. To market property as a hotel unit, It is essential that all units have the same line of furniture package sold by the developer. It contains all the furniture, hotel locks for each apartment, equipment, and utensils necessary for hotel operations. What happens once I sign the contract? As soon as you sign the contract with the operator, a thorough review of the property will be conducted. The signed contracts will become valid at the time of the operational delivery of the project. That was number 17. Number 18, how do I make my first payment? By the way, they're going to mention something here. Each homeowner must pay liability insurance as well as maintenance fees. I'm assuming that's an HOA, but they keep saying maintenance fees. When the unit is already in operation, this maintenance fee can be deducted from the income distribution of the rental pool. Okay. Your HOA could be $220 per month. That's going to be taken out. The liability insurance is a question. Is this liability insurance that the management company assigns me? Like if I'm renting a storage unit, if I sign up that way? Or is this a liability insurance that I can go get on the open market? Something tells me this is probably going to be going through the management company. And therefore, it may not be friendly liability insurance rates. Just saying. All right, do I have to pay a monthly maintenance fee? Owners of the units must pay a monthly condominium maintenance fee. Ladies and gentlemen, number 19 is very, very interesting. You need to ask the questions. Owners of the units must pay a monthly condominium maintenance fee, as well as the condominium fee, where it is located, if applicable. That's right. Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This one, some people who's watching this, they are in Las Vegas and they have a condotel. They will tell you what this sentence means is you pay an HOA fee and a condominium fee. That's right. Another fee. So your HOA fees may be $200, $250. And then they'll say, but you have a condominium fee of $250. That is another way to monetize you. That's right. You, ladies and gentlemen. So it's that simple. Here we go. We'll continue. These fees are intended to cover the cost of the association. Here's another thing about these. Association. Notice the cost. Association, security, landscaping, cleaning of common areas, pools, parking, electricity expenses for common areas, a portion of the administrative fees with an ETC at the end, etc. Doesn't that sound like the HOA, the owners, are pretty much taking care of damn near everything? And the administrative fees, these dudes are charging, I don't know what they're charging. Notice they don't put in if they're charging 45%, 50%, whatever they're charging as a fee to manage and maintain the properties. You got to give up damn near 50% already. This is crazy right now. All right. Each unit owner pays a monthly maintenance fee that we'll call that your HOA. However, this will be automatically deducted from the unit rental profits. In the unlikely case that the rental pool makes a loss, then this monthly maintenance fee will need to be paid by the individual unit owners. Congratulations. This may happen to a few of you. One other thing, is this a rental pool where they share the overall pool with the people who do not have their units rented? In other words, what I'm saying, let's just say it's a 70% occupancy for the hotel. There's 100 units, and over the course of a month, 30 units were vacant on average every night, and 70 units were being rented. The people who had theirs rented, and there is an overall amount after expenses are paid, what happens? Are you sharing it total amount that we received after expenses with all 100 unit owners based on their unit size, of course? Is that how you're doing this? Somebody needs to ask that question. Okay, here it goes. Let's go to number 20. Because here's your family and friends and what you're thinking when you bought these condos. Can I have my family and friends stay at the unit at any time for any length of time? Some of you already know the answer. You only have 30 points. Owners and their immediate families, and they're telling you who that is, parents, children, and or siblings. That's it. Can use the exchange of points to enjoy nights provided with a written request from the owner. That's standard issue. If you're the owner, you're going to have to give authorization. That's the first thing. So that's not out the ordinary. Now, the rest of the family, as well as friends, can stay at any time by paying the rack rate minus 15%. Congratulations. You built them a condo hotel by buying into the condo. This is wild. And notice they said rack rate. When you stay at a hotel, have many of you looked on the back of the door that says the rack rate and you see something crazy? Just think about that, all right? When they're talking about 15% discount. All right, 21. Is there a limit to how long I can stay in my unit? No, there is no time limit. If you want to redeem all the points together, there will be no impediment. Right. 10 nights, 15 nights, up to 30 nights if it's low season. Low season gets you 30 nights. But if it's peak or high season, the max you can get is 15. Who pays when something is broken? That's number 22, for instance. If it's a breakage due to negligence, the management company will attempt to charge the guest. Otherwise, it can also be covered by the guarantee and or insurance. Ultimately, the owner will have to replace it. Okay, 23. That's standard issue, though, if you own a condo or a villa, townhouse. If something's broken, it's along those same lines. So you can't be too upset. You're going to have to fix it, or your insurance is going to have to pay it. Either way, you're going to pay it because you're going to have insurance or you're going to have to pay out of pocket. So can't say anything bad about this. 23. How are repairs made to the unit if they are damaged? There will be a price book according to the repair that the unit requires. These amounts are subtracted from the distribution of the rental pool. Again, I need to know about this rental pool. If there's things that are being torn up over time, let's just call it 3, 4, 5 years, there will be repairs for anything mechanical. It will happen. So how is this going to be subtracted from the individual unit or subtracted from the overall rental pool? How is the rental pool distributed? Who pays the insurance? Well, here's the answer, number 24, because I was curious. The insurance must be paid by each owner. That is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Is it? Not really. Just messing with you guys. Are you paying attention? The insurance must be paid by each owner. Of course you have to pay it. You're the owner. 25. Who or how are all the expenses and costs of the operation of the property covered? The unit's own expenses are deducted from the vacation rental. There will be a distribution of 70% of the net income obtained as part of the return. And in parentheses, they have after taxes and agency commissions. Notice you get 70% of the net income. I'm glad it doesn't say revenue. Overall revenue, gross revenue, because that would be a problem. But they say net income. Now, let's play the number again. Let's just say we have 100 units. Let's just say we made $100,000. Let's just say 50% came out is what we're going to charge for our management fees. So we're down to 50. What if they say 70% from there? Somebody needs to ask questions because now you're down to $35,000 if that is the case. And now they've siphoned off 65%. So you need to understand what their mathematical equation is, because to me, it could mean just what I just described, or it could mean we had gross revenues of 100,000, expenses and everything, and our management fee, we took out 50,000. And if that's what that means, and then they say there's 50,000 left, and then we got 70% of that, that's 35,000 shared amongst the rental pool. That's a huge difference. We go from $1,000 each to $350. Okay, so you need to understand their equation. But here, check this out. From this amount, the specific maintenance costs of the unit and cleaning of the unit, as well as the expenses such as Wi-Fi, telephone, etc., must be deducted. Are we serious right now? They better get an explanation. If you own at these locations, you better get an explanation, because this right here seems to be more than 50% coming out. That's what it seems like to me. This is going to be interesting. Okay, number 26, that's the final one. Can the unit be sold at any time? There is no restriction on selling the unit. The purchaser may sell the unit themselves or ask the developer to resell the unit. If the purchaser chooses to sell the unit, they must inform Aston of the new purchaser's details as per the purchase and sale agreement. So wait a minute. Some of you may have had a situation where you, and in fact, I know for a fact, some of you bought at properties that I don't think they had a contract that said condo hotel. Maybe it did. Let me know down below. The Noval owners, let me know if your contract preface or say anything that has to do with the condo hotel. Let me know anybody that's at Larimar. If you're buying at Paradise Tower 2, let me know if your contract says that. If anybody's bought at, I'm missing one. What's the other one? Oh, the condo hotels, the Aston Towers. And I'm missing someone else. Kaya. Does theirs say condo hotel, which it probably does? Oasis Lake. Does theirs say condo hotel? All of these places, does it actually say that before you purchased it and while you're going through pre-construction? Let me know. Oh, Capcana, which is a Wave Garden, Secret Garden, and a Moon Garden by the other company, Jesprin. Or I don't know how to pronounce their name. I've never heard anybody pronounce it. Jespron or Jesprin. If they're French, Jespron. But anyhow, those three properties, Secret Garden, Wave Garden, Moon Garden, those are added into the Aston groups, I believe, as well, or condo hotel group. Either way, they're in a condo hotel group as well. We talked about that a couple days ago. So you have a bunch of companies coming to the island trying to get management and accept that management fee. And I want to tell you something about these condo hotels. As you've noticed in the Archipelago International Group for Aston, you notice that they say your HOA is literally taking care of everything, even administrative fees and cost. That is like a timeshare. There's a difference though. A timeshare, you can't resell it. All right? And those are very hard to resell for what you purchased them for, unless you were on eBay and got them for $0 or $5, $10. That's the only way you should be buying timeshares, okay? Or go to timesharenation.com. Get free ones. All I'm saying, no, they give those things away. All right, the last thing that's not in here, in their PDF, is condo hotels. Let's see how long this is. 43 minutes. Damn. I got to make a part 1 and part 2 of this now. So anyhow, I don't mind, but just keep in mind, I lost my train of thought now that I realized I was on here for over 40 minutes. Just keep in mind that the condo hotels don't fit everyone. And since I'm going to make a part 2, that means I'm going to add on to one of these. In fact, forget that. We'll just do part 5, part 6. I'll make a part 7 where we actually get to some numbers from condo hotels and see what other people who have already purchased their condo hotels, we'll see what they have to say. And we'll go that way. We'll get it from the internet, all right? Don't worry. There's places all over where people make real estate investments and then they start talking about some of the challenges that they have with their real estate investment, right? So I lost my train of thought on what I was going to say, but it's all right. We'll get around to it. If I haven't gotten around to it already from part 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'd be shocked. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, ladies and gentlemen. This game we're playing, the real estate game, the investment game, is getting harder and harder. Things that would be normal, all of a sudden they're putting twist into it so that the person selling it to you, can make more money in the long run. They're figuring out ways to get more money, hold up the deal. Otherwise, we're going to do this. All kind of stuff is happening. No honor amongst thieves anymore, shall I say. So, with all that said, I love you guys very much. I appreciate your support over all these years. And keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.